Due for connection.
What's
Welcome
happening?
back. Welcome back. Another episode. Never Been Wrong podcast. Sorry for the wait. We gonna talk NBA playoffs today, man. We gonna talk NBA playoffs today with you. Eric,
Let's
I'm gonna let you go ahead and take it away. But like and subscribe. Do all the good stuff that you need to do.
right now. The Knicks and the Pacers is going at it. Y'all think the Knicks gonna live to fight another day, or is they done?
No, the Knicks should just give up.
Uh, I'm,
They'll
I'm,
have
I'm,
another day.
I'm gonna tell you what I hate that I've been seeing from them, y'all. Brunson, I love Brunson. I'm a Brunson fan, but him and Cat, they don't play together. I think the coach needs to be out of there. He needs to be fired. Thibodeau, he's trash, bro. All he does is preach defense, but offensively, they got no direction. They just look for Brunson, and when he ain't got the ball, he don't set no screens. It's just all easy to guard.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree.
yeah, they
I
got too
agree
much.
with T.
What Teague said.
He said Brunson too ball dominant. So you got scores like Michael Bridges and
Yeah,
Ananobi. They can't get in their rhythm because this nigga dominating the ball.
yeah, they gotta find a way to make him active outside the ball because it ain't just his fault. It's the coaching and the scheme. He ain't really telling them. He ain't. If you notice, if they need a basket, he call a timeout. They ain't getting no open shot, and they
Yeah.
got too much talent. I was about to say what you said. They got too much talent outside of him with Bridges and Ananobi, all them dudes over there. They should have a better offense than what they got. And then defensively, he a liability. So
Yeah, he definitely could be a liability on defense, but I feel like tonight they're gonna pull this one off. I think they're gonna grab it. Uh,
hmm
I think the Knicks gonna do this one and then shit. It'll be over quicker than I know though. I don't think they're gonna take it to 7. I don't think they're gonna win 2 in a row.
so you think it's over with after they gonna win tonight? Because that's what I said. They got to get one at the crib.
Yeah,
That's terrible. If they can't get one at the crib, that's terrible, man.
yeah. So that's what I mean. I see what you're saying about how they really don't coexist on offense, but
Yeah, it's like
Cat do get his, and when Michael Bridges and Ananobi, when they don't get theirs, you can see what the outcome is.
exactly.
But I do like Tibbs as a coach. I
You
do
like
like
Tibbs?
Tibbs as a coach.
Uh,
I hate
uh,
Tibbs.
I can't stand him, Mike. I can't stand him. He sucks. Uh, uh, I had told one of the other homies. I said, man, he one of the most overrated coaches. He was like, no, he ain't. No, nobody mention him when they say great coach. I was like, you know what? You right. I should have said it different. He sucks as a coach. I can't stand Tom Thibodeau. I mean, I think he's best fit as like a defensive,
Coordinator or something like that.
yeah, on the bench.
Just
Like when he
assistant.
was with the Celtics and they was winning, he was over there on the bench helping out with the defense.
Yeah, that nigga don't know what he doing.
Yeah, you need a motherfucker call a timeout and draw up something to get you a basket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he done brung New York to 250 win seasons in a row. So I mean, I can't say he don't know what he doing.
You know,
I can't give him the credit for that either. You know what I'm saying? Because look, this how you know he ain't a good coach, bro. He run the damn starters tongue. He run them to the ground. He play them too long. That's why in the fourth quarter, if you see Halliburton, you know he'll come gun some down. The Pacers will come gun some down in the end of the game. So you didn't ran your goddamn starters into the ground and wonder why they can't finish they be up losing leads.
they tired.
But as far as him and Cat, they too good to not be playing together. Like you don't see them do no pick and roll or no pick and pop or when they throw it to Cat, Cat don't go down there in that post enough either. They
Hey,
could be
Lamar,
doing.
I
You say
want to
what?
say this to Lamar.
What's
If
that?
if what's the name could coach, Derrick Rose would still be playing he'd still be playing. He ran that man into the ground.
Man, did that
Oh,
to Pooh
dude.
Rose.
Hey, that's a good way. That's a good connotation.
Yeah, because when he put Derrick Rose back in the game, that was a blowout game. The Bulls was winning.
Yeah. And
You
that's
gonna
when he
put that
got
man
hurt.
back in that game and let him get hurt like that?
Yeah.
His teams are always tough and scrappy, just like them Bulls teams. But he can't take the whole full responsibility of being a head coach. Some of them coaches be stubborn with their systems and they try to take it to every team they go to, like Doc Rivers,
Now Rivers, I told y'all he one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in
Budenholzer,
life.
Mike Budenholzer. Taking that system you got to adjust to your personnel. You know what I'm saying?
I do like Rick Carlisle. He a good coach.
I like Carlisle.
Carlisle a good coach.
Carlisle don't get his credit. You know, he coached some Pistons
exactly.
teams before they kicked him off the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. He don't get his credit for sure.
I want to switch topics right quick, gang. I want y'all same. We on basketball still. But I want to see what y'all think about how they dogging Ant-Man out in the and what Kendrick Perkins said.
What Kendrick said?
Kendrick gonna come out and say that first of all, you trying to make the man be the face of the league when he clearly said he didn't want it. He said you got to do what Michael Jordan and Kobe did. They had wives. They had wives. You got to basically like you got to stop doing what the fuck. I'm sitting back like, man, is this dude serious? And Steven, I sent it to the chat. Y'all must not seen it. Stephen A got on him like, bro, we ain't doing that. Like you doing too much. And Perk came back and apologized on Twitter. He said, I love Anthony Edwards and I want to apologize to him in public. I called him, but I want to apologize to him. Yeah, bro, y'all got to stop pushing this agenda and quit trying to compare everybody to goddamn older players.
Particularly Michael Jordan. We so sick of hearing his name.
It's a lot of Kobe too, though. It's a lot of just like SGA. He can't even be SGA.
He playing like Kobe now.
Yeah, he Kobe and Jordan.
Yeah. When they say Kobe, they really saying Jordan.
For sure.
So we ain't gonna they only saying Kobe and Jordan in the same vein because they like how Kobe played just like Jordan.
Yeah.
So it's just Michael Jordan. It go down to people's love for Michael Jordan. The NBA fans cannot get over Michael Jordan. Get over it. He don't play no more.
Shit is crazy. And I'm still seeing who slander. And the man is out the playoffs. I don't feel like it should be too much rapping about niggas that ain't playing right now. Personally, if you're a real basketball fan, you know what I'm saying. It's just like we watching the NFL and the Cowboys is out the playoffs, but we talking about Dak Prescott when Pat Mahomes and Jalen Hurts is playing each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit is the Ant-Man. The Ant-Man. He's a proven a product of how people hate confidence. People can't stand a man that's confident in himself. Yeah, he lost. He ain't played that good in this series. Okay, he went against a pretty solid team. But yeah, he talks shit when he wins. So what?
No, he lost to an all-time team.
Yeah, that's another thing. My son said it the other day.
This team is an all-time team.
Yeah, what they doing is actually some all-time shit. Especially if they win it, they might be the youngest group to win it. Chet Holmgren, everybody go now. But Chet Holmgren,
I'm here. I just had what's the name? But Eric, he lost to an all-time team. Ain't nothing wrong with losing to an all-time team.
Right. And them guys sure didn't show up.
Listen. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this, Lamar. And this is just the truth on sports, man. It's two people that messed up sports forever, and they messed it up for the worst. That's Michael Jordan and Floyd Mayweather. Y'all don't think a motherfucker can lose.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucking Thunder team is an all-time great team, and we sitting up there really questioning Ant-Man and his game. Nigga, the Thunder, hey, listen, if the Thunder win this chip, man, they one of the best defensive teams of all time.
Of all time.
I gotta publicly apologize to him too, because I showed disrespected him all season long. I disrespected him, And my
Eric,
son was
you didn't know because they don't come on TV like that. Now you seeing them in the playoffs, you seeing how real that defense is.
No, I was watching them. I just didn't think they was gonna hit this level in the playoffs.
Come on, then, nigga. If you was watching them, shame on you.
Yeah, I didn't think
because
they was gonna hit this
they
level.
only lost a few games, so
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
And they average margin of victory was like 20 something.
I was jumping in there and beating the drum for them.
No. I'm saying don't act like you was calling this now.
I didn't call it.
Okay.
But this is the thing about it too, though. I feel like people really should have been paying attention last year. SGA won the MVP last year, and they gave it to Jokic.
True.
They literally gave it to Jokic last year. This year, I feel like Jokic regular season basketball should have had the MVP. If anything, I like, but SGA totally deserved it this year as well too. Don't get me wrong, but shit, if anything, they could have gave it last year.
You know what they like to go off of, and what made him get it over him? For one, he was playing lights out, but his team was doing what they was doing. That'd be mad. That counts in the MVP. That counts.
What?
Normally, if me and you close in the MVP vote race, right, and my team is doing way better than yours, they're gonna give it to me.
I don't think Denver was doing way better than OKC last year.
OKC had the number one seed.
I'm talking about this year.
No. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you talking about Jokic?
Yeah. No, OKC was number one all season long. So they was.
Yeah, but they was number one last year.
Yeah, they was. Denver was like number 4 last year.
They dropped in the standings before the playoffs last year.
No, they didn't. They were the number one seed.
Yeah, they was. Them in Cleveland.
OKC went in and lost to the Mavericks. Was what, 7th seed or 6th seed? I don't remember.
Actually, Boston was the number 1 seed on the East last year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Boston was the number 1 seed last year. It was Cleveland this year.
OKC had it in the West though.
Yeah.
Yep. Denver was like 4 last year.
Well, shit. It seemed like they always throw that in there. Tell me I'm tripping. They always talk about
right. What they did was, and I heard it live on First Take. Now, when they gave Jokic one of his MVPs, because he got 3 MVPs, he shouldn't have 3 MVPs. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Embiid should have one of them.
It seemed like they be like a year late.
I don't care what none of y'all say.
They be like a year. Yeah, Embiid got robbed one time.
Embiid should have one of them MVPs.
It's just
That's
like they did the same thing.
Should have had that first one he won.
They did the same thing with Harden and Giannis. Giannis shouldn't have 2. Harden should have had 1. And they did the same thing with LeBron James. They gave Harden one of his in 2018.
How y'all feel about 8 different championships in 8 years? 8 different championship teams.
I like it. Shit. Why not?
I don't know.
Why keep seeing the same teams dominate? I mean, if so, good. But the last dynasty was the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
That just means the game is expanded.
They say the owner wanted like that though, like by design, like wanted that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Do y'all notice the physicality though? With the exception of SGA, because he getting away with some bullshit out there too, and he already eating, he already cold, but they can scale back on some of them weak ass fouls they calling for him. I can say that now.
No, he fuck around, be the face of the league.
But do you see how he's hooking? He's doing that old James Harden shit. He's hooking the player's arm and then
making them fouling.
Yeah, the refs is too slow. They can't catch it.
Yeah, he doing a good job at it though.
Man, he killing them people with that shit.
But they putting their arm in the reach to be able to do it too.
Yeah, but still, if I put my arm in that area, right, and I'm not pushing you, or I ain't doing nothing, you shouldn't be able to hook my arm and then just go up and get a call. That's trash. And I said it when James Harden.
You can't hand check, so your hands shouldn't be forward anyway. Your hands should be to the side. Playing defense east and west, not north and south.
Yeah, but we know that. We know nobody does that in the history of basketball. Nobody. You will never get no stops if you just play like that.
Shit, these niggas ain't getting no stop. Period.
They pick and choose who they want to let be physical. I noticed that. You know what I mean?
Playoff games scoring 136 and shit like that. Like that's crazy.
I like that though. I'd rather watch that than see a 82 to 86 game any day.
Lamar,
I'd rather see the 82, 86.
The skill is better.
That
The
is
skill is
dry.
high.
No, it's not. They just jacking up threes, bro. Like that. That's not a. That's not what the shooting is better.
That's great.
The shooting, the dribbling,
not the skill of
everything is better. Everything is better.
Not the skill of basketball. No, it's not.
It is.
I see Kylie Jenner front row.
Basketball is a fundamental game.
Yeah, and these guys got the fundamentals. You acting like they don't have the fundamentals.
Spike Lee said
I didn't say they don't got the fundamentals, but like scoring a whole lot of points don't make it more skillful. That like because defense is also a skill. So if you scoring that many points, that means the defensive skill is taken away from the game.
No, that means that old basketball that y'all love so much, these guys couldn't play in this era.
That's not old basketball.
That's not old basketball.
86, 82, that 90, 94 to 80, that's weak. That's paint drying. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, it was some great flashes of greatness and
like it was great NBA basketball back. What?
It was, but it wasn't nothing else to do though. It wasn't nothing else to distract you from the television because we didn't have internet and all that other shit going on. Like it really wasn't nothing to distract you from it. It was great though. It was great because that's all we had.
We lived a different lifestyle. So the internet and all that other stuff wasn't there, but we was doing different. We was going to play basketball outside at the park.
Facts. But now, like I said, these playoffs to me, all these series been kind of lit to me. I like them. They're all these series, bro.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie.
Except for with the exception of the OKC, Minnesota, I would have liked to see them fight a little harder than that.
Eric, what else could they do?
They couldn't do nothing else, bro. It was. Hey.
I mean, damn, like they've been killing the whole playoffs. They role players. Don't just leave Ant-Man out there by himself. At least get 2 games. I would have been happy if they got 2 games.
Eric, this is where a proper analysis comes in. Jay Will gave us the game on what they was doing to the team.
Yep.
They was doubling teaming Ant-Man to get the ball out of his hand. He said Nas Reed can't dribble. We know DiVincenzo is looking to score. He's not a facilitator. All of these other niggas need other people to facilitate.
Conley is washed. Michael Conley Jr. is washed.
He washed.
Where that boy from Alabama? Where he was at?
You talking about McDaniels?
No, the point guard that they drafted. What was it?
You talking about from Kentucky?
Kentucky.
They didn't even give him he didn't get no burn. 0. Rob Dillingham. He didn't get no burn.
Why?
0.
They just feel like he's too small. I don't know why they drafted him. I wish the Spurs would have kept him.
Why? Why? Because he can dribble.
He got real game. One of my favorite players last year.
Yeah, he can dribble.
Coming out that draft.
He can facilitate for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know what they doing. They need to get some help.
Hey, let me tell you about Ant-Man. Or this is what I didn't like about him, and I noticed this. He do a little too much dribbling up top. And his moves is to like always trying to set somebody up when you really just got to go by a motherfucker and then react to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like go by a person with one move until they stop that and then go to the other move instead of sitting up there counting the ball.
That's his go-to for sure. That's his go-to.
So you saying it? So you saying So Eric, what you saying is you calling him Pat the Rock?
Man, he patting the fuck out that ball up top, and then he shoots step back air balls. You know that's I don't like when he do that. If he was a Jay Wills, you brought him up, Mike. He had to go with Michael Jordan, Kobe shit too. He said Ant needs to step into his Michael Jordan, Kobe phase, but he was right what he was saying. He need to get a little back to the basket game so it could be easier for him, and he don't have to exert as much energy.
Eric, I don't mind that Michael Jordan comparison, But when y'all say everybody got to have Michael Jordan's mindset, Michael Jordan mindset ain't the superior mindset. This nigga lost to two. He lost two. They act like Mike played 6 seasons. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It's a disservice to basketball fans.
They say he finna come on NBC and he finna get on his toxic fans. I don't know how true that is, but you still gonna have niggas sitting there going crazy, ready to argue you down. Like I said, man, it's just crazy. But they need to let the game move forward and quit the trying to compare all the goddamn time. They terrible on ESPN too.
So the game ain't forward.
No,
it'll never move forward because of the toxic media. Hey, do y'all see Kevin Durant? Do y'all follow him on Twitter? He be on their ass, man.
So what about evolution?
I'm gonna give you. You said what about the solution?
I said what about evolution?
We talking about the fans. We talking about the fans.
Yeah, the game, the way the game is covered has not evolved. It's trash. That's what I'm saying.
How?
Because it actually hurt the game.
The way the game is covered is the problem with the game.
When they cover in that game, they don't talk about Michael Jordan.
Yes, they do.
Every fucking time. You will never go a day in sports without hearing his name. And in all respect to him, all respect to the great Michael Jordan.
No. I'm not putting no respect on his name. No, I'm not putting respect on his name. Damn his damn name. These guys can't be themselves because y'all all because these niggas need to hear this. Y'all so stuck in 1984, 96, 97, 98. Nigga, it's other players that are better players than this nigga. This nigga, that's not the best basketball fucking player we ever seen.
Hey, Lamar.
Game.
Hey, Mike. I got a question for y'all.
I don't have 0 second. I have 0 second for Michael Jordan and LeBron today. I got 0.
But I got a question for y'all.
I won't answer questions.
No, this ain't even about that. When you hear them talking about football, do you hear them keep comparing every quarterback to Joe Montana or John Elway or Dan Marino? Or do you hear him keep comparing every boxer to Ali? Or he's reminiscent of Ali. He's reminiscent of Joe Frazier. Or you need to have the mindset of Ali or just you don't. They only do that.
You hear it all the time.
No, you don't.
You hear it all the time.
Okay,
you hear it all the time.
Give me some examples. Give me some examples since you said that, bro.
Bro, who they been? So they ain't compare Bud to nobody, bro.
No, I'm waiting to hear who they compared him to. I've heard him. Okay, let me rephrase that. I've heard him compare him to Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather, but it's not every time they talk about him.
It doesn't make a difference.
Every time he achieves something.
Every single time you watch boxing, they emulate when someone emulates style.
Yeah. Every time they get to doing that, y'all get.
They say that
y'all get to load.
They say that.
I don't know, girl. I don't know. I ain't heard too many.
They compare. If y'all watch tennis, they compare Coco Gauff to Serena.
It's not as heavy.
I ain't heard that one.
It's not as heavy.
Yes,
I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, I ain't heard that one either.
All right. I watch tennis, bro. I watched.
But when they say that, she ain't did nothing that Serena has done.
Her style, the way she does certain things. That's what I'm saying. There's always going to be a comparison to somebody that was before you. Always.
Why does it have to be so redundant, ran into the ground though? Like to where every time somebody's great or do something great, they have to compare it to.
Is they only comparing Coco Gauff to Serena because she's black?
Hey, that's a possibility. But they got similar things that they do alike on the tennis court. So I don't know. But also, the only reason why y'all don't pay attention to it a lot elsewhere is because the person is not LeBron James that y'all think is the person.
No, that's a second shit right there. I can't let you even get that off.
That was some
Y'all get
bullshit
mad
right there.
because they compare people to Jordan.
Bruh. It's the NBA.
That's some bullshit what you're saying.
It's the NBA period. You could even take Jordan out of this. They always comparing eras too.
That was hey, I said I had 0 seconds. I ain't saying nothing else about it. Because I don't want to talk about Michael Jordan today.
But I'm just saying, we just happen to we when they talk in sports, take him out of it. Take him out of it. They still talking about these players couldn't have played in that era, or these dudes need to. They cover these guys and they don't celebrate these guys of today. Period. In the NBA, these guys are not celebrated. They only
Lamar know this shit, man. Lamar, you know this, man. You know this shit.
These guys aren't celebrated?
Not at all. Very little, if any.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
I would love to hear why not. I would love to hear why.
Because I mean, what do you want the world to do? Everybody buy balloons and cakes?
No, you said they celebrate. Come on.
I'm just saying. Back in the
where
day,
are they not?
Come on, man. We don't want to hear what's that? We want to hear
ball in the 90s. They gave a lot of players they credit, bro. A lot of players got credit, and I'm talking about
so, bro. Wait. Back before Michael Jordan was there, it was somebody getting celebrated in the league, right?
Hell yeah.
Way before Michael Jordan, right?
Yes.
So after Michael Jordan, after Kobe, after LeBron, it stopped. Nobody's getting their flowers. They do diligence.
Not really. And I'm gonna
So
say,
where did it stop?
You said you weren't gonna bring MJ in this, but I'm saying after MJ, everything gets compared to MJ. Everything. Like Anthony Edwards can't go out and be Anthony Edwards. He can't go out and be great. It's okay to be like one time, okay. Some of them moves remind me of Mike every now and again, but goddamn, every time the man play, he got to be compared to MJ. And then here comes Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, we got to compare him to he's Kobe Jordan. Like Mike said, we know when y'all compare him to Kobe, what you really trying to say. We know.
Well, no, because it's evolution, right? It's evolution.
The same game, pretty much.
It's evolution. Kobe, and I always thought Kobe was better than Mike. After I started liking Kobe, because I hated Kobe.
So you thought Kobe would? Let me ask you this: if what you saying is true, bro, then why do the players that grew up loving the game of the '90s made them want to be in the NBA? Why do they feel like and they got a problem with how they being covered right now? Because they soft.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it today. But
look at KD talk. Listen to KD. Listen to LeBron. Curry don't really say too much. You don't hear him really speak on it too much because he just go out there and shoot you dead. That's what he going to do.
Now I can change my tone a tad. When you say KD, that's a motherfucker that ain't celebrated.
For sure. He gets slandered all the time.
He all world. And when you say it like that, I can understand what you're saying first. Yeah.
Listen, they talked about how great of a scorer Bernard King was. They talked about how good Drazen Petrovic was. They talked about how great Charles Barkley was, Hakeem Olajuwon. The list goes on and on and on.
Grant Hill.
All these dudes got their Penny Hardaway. These dudes got their credit, man. And when you look at
Earl Freewell, that's a big name.
Man, just listen to Vernon Maxwell and them talk. Listen to these niggas talk about these old niggas, and they'll bring up somebody that you be like, man, that nigga wasn't that good. But they give them their credit. These dudes, you mean to tell me Giannis can't get his flowers?
A lot of stuff came from us, though. You got to understand that too. A lot of that stuff came from us, like because no, we didn't have internet, but in a sense, we still moved the world in algorithms. Back then, way back then, we still moved the world in algorithms by what was projected to us, obviously. And then what we give back. So we gave a lot of stuff back without the internet. So that's how they were able to do that. Like the people that's anybody could post a reel and show you how good they are in basketball, and Shaquille O'Neal can share the reel and it's gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a whole different world we live in. Like the shit that we did, the reason why they got their flowers was real genuine shit. Back in the day, that like we was real genuine growing up. We didn't have no choice. Now everybody follow the leader. They see 1,000 views have to watch it. They got to see what everybody else watching. Oh, you got 1 million views. What for? What? They want to see it. So that's just the time we live in. I don't, but I still do agree with a lot of players not getting certain credibility in certain aspects of the game. Because Kevin Durant, he does not at all.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard does not at all.
Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Jason,
I mean, these dudes are just not mentioned. They're not mentioned enough. People would rather sit back and have an argument about you know who, and talk about because it's the toxic energy is just so fun to people to just bash a motherfucker that lose. Like losing is not a part of sports. Like everybody that's ever been great have not lost.
Right.
You know, but shit, we could say Floyd Mayweather ain't lost, but some people feel he lost to Marioki's Madonna, or I don't feel he lost. I don't personally. Some people feel he lost. So
wasn't it another one too?
Eric know he lost.
He ain't lost. He ain't lost. That fight y'all said. Watch it again, cause that wasn't it. Y'all gonna give me another example.
He lost.
But
even when
I'm pretty sure he didn't got touched up in the gym. Everybody know what it's like for somebody else to get the best of you. It's just how it is. It makes you sharper actually. If me and you get on the court and you cook me and you keep busting my ass with this move, I'm like, damn, like bro, how is he doing this? And it's gonna sharpen me up to where I see the move and I learn that's what it's about. Winning and losing.
And that's a fact. Because it was a dude in Wisconsin that was cooking me.
What he was hitting you with?
Bro, like a headsy, but I couldn't get that step. That was the first half. The second half, he couldn't breathe, gang. He couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
It clicked. It just clicked. Out of nowhere, it just clicked. I got it. Now I got you. This is the same motherfucker that scored 111 points in a JUCO in Wisconsin. You can look it up. On my mom.
He was giving that workout, huh?
Hell yeah. They was up by like 27. That second half, our brought us back within like 8. But shit, they still beat our ass. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I'm going to say this about the NBA fans. The NBA fans is what's ruining the game. The coverage is ruining the game. Y'all got to give these players that are playing today they credit. Y'all cannot sit there and tell me in 2025 and be telling me the truth that y'all think niggas in the 70s, 80s, and certain niggas in the 90s, because some niggas in the 90s can probably still play in today's game. But not all them niggas that y'all naming back then could play in today's game. Not all them motherfuckers. Y'all got to be real and keep it real. The coverage of the NBA sucks. The older fans of the NBA suck.
Man,
it's just like, my God, Ant-Man do one thing, then y'all comparing him to all of these old players. Let him be Ant-Man.
He's Cant-Man today. They calling him Cant-Man. I'm like, damn. His career is really just getting started.
My nigga, the nigga 23, ain't he?
Yeah, he a young nigga.
Ain't the nigga 23, bro? 23, yeah. 24?
Something like that.
23.
23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is like this? This is why shit is watered down, because the internet. You got people talking.
That too.
You got people talking. Cant-Man. What do you mean, Cant-Man?
So they gonna do that every year. Every year, whoever don't win it's only one motherfucking team can win a title. per year. So everybody in the league that didn't win a title is trash. That shit is crazy. Hey, but Ant-Man, when
That's
he did
it.
that shit, when he beat the Lakers and he was walking up in LA, and the nigga is arrogant, bro. He's cocky, like he gonna beat you and he gonna stand on you. He gonna talk that shit. That's what
But
I
that's
like
it.
about him.
Hey, E, you know that should have humble you too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it's just like this who he is. Just like Luka Doncic, he gonna hit that step back three in your face and he gonna scream at you. You know, you know that you need a little bit of that out there on that. Ain't
Ain't no question.
we ain't being
Ain't no
nice,
question. I'm
nigga.
talking about the after effect, the talk.
Oh yeah. Maybe once again, maybe he learned from this loss,
Yeah,
and
you gotta learn from that. Just
he'll go
all you gotta do is shut up and play ball.
exactly. You know,
Like you ain't gotta talk like all that shit show on the court.
yeah.
Or why can't he just be? He ran into a superior team.
He did. That's not even a question.
So
That's
what
not
else
even a
do they
question.
want him to do?
Shit. Be Superman, I guess.
My only critique of his game, I just wanted him to get into his moves a little earlier, so they didn't have time to set up trap on him. That's my only thing.
They was guarding him 80 feet from the bucket.
And give the ball up a little bit faster. It's not all on him because them niggas got to knock down shots and be ready to catch and attack too. When they seeing that they hitting him with this coverage, the others got to be ready too.
Brian Windhorst said some significant stuff. He was like, not last night, but the night before the last game, he said that when they do, he still made good plays. He still had a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because if you forcing up threes and even if you get 30 and you lose, it still don't make a difference. He was more efficient than he usually is in that not last loss, but the night before they lost.
But the dumbass, you talking about when he had 14 points? I agree with that. He wasn't forcing it; he was giving the ball up. But a lot of dumbass fans, they honor that. Oh, I mean, Kobe would have went out shooting. Man, he shot that motherfucker every time. They want you to shoot it on four guys. That makes you a killer.
You gotta make the right basketball play, and
Yeah.
if that ain't you, that ain't you. Everybody ain't Kobe. Everybody
Exactly.
don't want to shoot over four people. Some people rather make a better basketball play than what Kobe thought was the best basketball play for him at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kobe is a dog. Like, Ant is a dog. But just
Sure.
because Ant didn't jack up 50 shots don't make him not a dog.
They hate his
He
confidence
met
though.
his match.
They hate his confidence though. I don't know if y'all seen the special on the USA team, and Obama had said something. Ant was basically like, "Hold on, man, I'm him." Like basically, you got me fucked up, and he told that to
Yeah.
Obama, and I could tell everybody around him like, hold on, young fella, like Bron and them try to get him like, nah, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? That's just him, though, in a nutshell. So in America,
And it ain't
people
shit wrong with that. It ain't shit
people
with that.
people hate you when you confident. People can't stand you when you confident. They hated Muhammad Ali because he said, "I'm the greatest, I'm the best." And he went out there and they watched him they hated Floyd because he knew he was the best. That's they hate the other number 23 because
No,
he
they hated Floyd because Floyd would cherry pick now.
now you keep trying to say this about Floyd. You got all this
No.
Floyd, man.
I'm right about Floyd
I'm
Mayweather.
tired of you trying to
I'm
go in
right
there
about
for
Floyd Mayweather. If Floyd
you don't
Mayweather
disrespect
came on
Floyd.
this panel and I was like, listen, you ain't got to believe all the stories of Jay Prince, of the dad, but he said he made him fight the one guy that beat up his wife because Floyd didn't want to fight him at that time. Floyd went out there and beat the man down. The man had beat up his wife. Floyd was scared to fight him. Jay Prince and him said, no. We taking this fight. You fighting this man. He needed more Jay Princes in his life. If
Who
Floyd
was it?
want to holler, he the best. He didn't fight these niggas when they was at the top of their game. We waited 5 fucking years for the Pacquiao fight.
Mike,
We don't know if he could have beat Pacquiao at his best. He didn't fight him at his best.
Mike, you
We
keep
don't
saying
wanna
that,
hear
but Pacquiao was on juice.
I don't want to hear that shit about no Floyd
I don't want to
Mayweather.
hear you talking about he wouldn't have beat Pacquiao at his best when Pacquiao got knocked out by a nigga Mayweather beat easy.
Eric, this is boxing. Style makes fights. You know that.
Yeah,
don't
so
make that mistake.
You can't
Don't
say
make
that
that
he ran
mistake.
from Pacquiao.
No, that was stupid. Don't make that mistake.
If
That was dumb.
Pacquiao would have got in there and won,
Eric, that was dumb, bro. That was dumb.
No, that was dumb. How you tried to say?
No, just move past that one. That was stupid.
No. That's dumb that you try to ignore the fact that
Eric,
he was on juice.
Styles make fights, brother.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Styles make fights, but don't ignore the fact that he was on juice and he didn't want to take the test.
Eric, he wasn't on juice.
I'm about to sit up there and let nobody cheat us, Mike. If you was out there and I was on your team, you ain't taking that fight.
I am taking that fight.
We ain't letting you take that fight.
No, you ain't got no choice. I'm taking the fight.
All right, you
give it a fucking hell if a nigga on juice or not.
No, that's better. Crazy. Now you just used the word stupid. That's stupid, Mike.
No, that ain't stupid.
You don't get to be in a champ by being stupid.
Yeah, Eric,
what I'm motherfucker cheat.
What I'm telling you is what I'm telling you is Devin Haney went out there and they said it was the juice. He couldn't block the goddamn left hand.
True, Mike, but he was on juice.
The juice don't have no, Eric. The juice don't.
Okay, so why
Eric, the juice? Eric, the juice don't have nothing to do with him not being able to stop the same left hand that keeps coming.
Okay, Mike. So why the hell? Okay, he didn't stop Haney. Did he stop him?
He beat the shit out of Haney. That's worse.
He got up and he kept fighting all the way to the end of the
fight. That's worse,
fight.
Eric. Sometimes it's worse. Sometimes it's better to go out.
Okay, so why he didn't go out and everybody, he was an overwhelming favorite against Rolly Romero. Why he didn't beat him?
Eric, styles make fights. You're proving my point.
You talking about Rolly, man. Rolly ain't got no goddamn style, man. He fought a great fight right there. But Ryan was on juice, and it's obvious when these niggas come off the juice. Just like Pacquiao didn't get no knockouts after he came off the damn juice. Come on, bro. So quit trying to do that to Money Bay, man. I know y'all didn't like him. Y'all didn't. What do you say? You don't like it because I'm good. They don't like it when he beat Pacquiao. They don't like it when I'm good. They don't like it when I'm great.
Who said that?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather was the king of the duck.
When he beat Pacquiao.
King of the duck.
No, he did bring some bullshit with him in boxing as far as
king of the duck.
He tried to dictate all the terms, and he did that because Oscar De La Hoya did it to him. And when he became the A side after he beat
so why did he tell Devin Haney when Devin Haney tried to do that to Shakur Stevens? Like, see, y'all like these niggas that just come on here and just gonna be hypocritical. You gonna tell Devin Haney not to do that to the Shakur Stevenson, and you just said because Oscar did it to him, he did it to everybody else. I'm not
excusing it. I don't like that he did.
Okay,
that.
So what I'm saying is this nigga, he came on the internet. He did. Floyd. It's like it's a few people in this world that motherfuckers hate saying something bad about. It's Floyd Mayweather.
You know,
it's fucking Jay-Z. It's Michael fucking Jordan. It's fucking Tupac. Y'all act like these motherfuckers ain't did nothing wrong.
Hey, we knew a rant was looking.
No, because you sit up there, you acting like everything Floyd Mayweather do is the correct shit to do.
Let me let you know something.
This nigga a cold hypocrite.
Let me let you know something, Mike. I don't like everything Floyd do. You know this. I don't know why you're even trying to put that out there. But you can't name just no fucking a lot of niggas that could have even gotten a ring with him.
Eric,
period.
Listen,
and won.
Whether you like Roy Jones Jr. or not, Roy Jones said, if anybody had a belt that thought they was better than me, I was fighting them. He said, you can have the Burger King title. I'm coming to take it. Floyd Mayweather, as much as y'all like this nigga, that wasn't him.
Floyd was the master of defense. Hit and don't get hit.
Eric, I'm not talking about his style. I'm talking about the duck shit that the nigga did. Nigga's a duck.
I didn't like how he tried to dictate a lot of terms, but he ended up fighting all those guys.
Yeah, when they won at their highest. When they won at their highest.
Mike, he can only fight one person at a time.
Eric, you can fight up to 3 people in a year. It's like, miss me with that shit.
All right, okay. Easy to say.
What you mean it's easy to say?
You can't even say that. You can't even say that when the fight went around, like you fought other people before you got to this fight anyway. So like he ducked. Like if that's what you want, that's what you want.
So y'all saying he ducked Pacquiao and he got in there and beat the man easy.
5 years later, Eric.
Oh, okay, but if Pacquiao would have won that fight, would you have said that?
Hold on. Now, Lamar, I know you said you don't want to say a word, but I'm using this. When LeBron went out in the first round, Eric is saying he's old, right? He's a 40-year-old man, right? So Eric, don't be doing this all stuff.
Answer my question. Don't duck it. Don't try to do that bullshit. Answer my question. If Pacquiao would have won the fucking fight, would you have been talking about some Floyd is old now?
No.
You'd have been like, no, Floyd got exposed because y'all niggas wanted Floyd.
No, I wouldn't say Floyd got exposed. I think Floyd lost some other matches, and it's the boxing since it's subjective, and because a group of people say he won a fight, don't mean he actually won the fight.
I know NBA playoffs the topics, but we didn't got to talk about basketball. I mean, boxing. I was in a house full of people that wanted to see Floyd lose, niggas. He was running it. He was so arrogant and he was so confident that everybody wanted to see him lose. Even my girl at the time was talking about some. Oh, he lost that fight.
Which fight? Which fight?
To Pacquiao.
No, it wasn't exciting, but I don't think he lost the Pacquiao fight.
He got the job done.
Yeah, but Eric, you acting like he ain't did nothing wrong.
I like Pretty Boy Floyd. I don't like Money Mayweather.
He started having him hurt hands, so he had to switch his style up. And he still some of his greatest wins, even the Canelo fight, come as Money May.
Yeah, but that wasn't his greatest fight. Canelo was
some of his greatest performances to me. That was a flawless victory.
He schooled him.
He schooled him, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a schooling.
He did.
School days.
He didn't win a round. He didn't win a
Eric, you
round.
see how easy it is for me to say that was school days? I'm gonna give Floyd his credit when it's just deserved. But I'm gonna give him the proper criticism because he ducked Manny Pacquiao.
You can't say I ducked him and he got in the ring with him.
Eric, 5 years later, that's a duck.
Okay. You can say he ducked him, but like I said, they fought.
Lamar, if I know you at a certain age and you fighting your best fight or you playing your best game, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna play this nigga 5 years and I'm gonna wait till you pass the little bit of greatness that you got, and then we want to get in the ring, and then I just so happen to point you out. Oh yeah, I'm better than him. I beat him. You didn't fight this nigga when this nigga was at the peak when he was playing niggas on his back.
This is how you
didn't beat that nigga.
It's kind of weak.
Mike, you about to smoke yourself with this shit you talking
Eric,
about.
I'm not about to smoke nothing.
Okay, answer this.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Give me 5 seconds.
No.
It's literally 5 seconds. I got a question.
Go ahead,
Who was older at the time of the fight, Mike? Who was older, Floyd Mayweather or Pacquiao?
Get out of here with this fucking retarded ass shit, nigga.
So how am I aging you out? And I'm older than you.
Eric, we know what he was doing. When Manny Pacquiao,
oh my God.
Eric, when Manny Pacquiao was laying shit on his back, Floyd Mayweather went on a smear campaign. He said, oh, he's on the juice. He ain't had no proof this man was on no juice. You ain't got none and nobody else ain't got none. Y'all just saying something because it sound good. You ain't got no concrete proof that this man was on nothing. You just saying what you thought he was on. Floyd didn't take out that man. And I'll tell Floyd in his goddamn face, you didn't take out that goddamn man. Floyd know he didn't take out that goddamn man. Floyd ought to be ashamed of his motherfucking self. Man, we don't want to hear nothing this nigga got to say. This nigga's a duck. King Duck.
Hey, that's crazy. See, that's just crazy right there. If you ain't gonna keep it real, the man you talking about, he aged a nigga out that's younger than him. so if you getting older and weaker, then what the fuck am I getting if I age you out? Make it make sense, bro. We might about to end this broadcast. Y'all keep going to the black screens, bro.
Who going to the black screen?
Who
keep on? What are you talking about?
You still.
Huh?
Yeah, we can't see you, Mike.
You still.
What do you mean I'm still? Can't you see me
still
moving?
Playing like you paused.
Hey, Lamar.
Am I still playing?
Can you just admit that? Yeah, you blank. Can't see your screen. Lamar, can you admit that Mike just cooked himself when he said that? He said that Floyd tried to age Pacquiao out, and he's the older fighter. What sense does that make?
Uh,
Come on, man. Just keep it real, bro. Don't let him off the hook, man. Don't let him off the hook, bro.
uh, as
Keep
far as
it
that,
real.
go, um,
You
it
gotta tell him.
it worked both ways. It worked both ways.
What?
That definitely worked both ways because, like, training and conditioning, all of that. Floyd know that he's always gonna out train everybody before a fight. Like that's what he gonna do.
You acting like he ain't human now. He ain't
No,
human.
I ain't saying that, not at all. But if I wait 5 years and I know, like, I feel like in 5 years I'm about to still be that, like I'm gonna still be able to do that and just be able to outbox him, then shit, it is what it is.
Eric know the truth. It's kind of tough saying something bad about people that you really you invested years of watching him. You like him, the public like him. So when the black people say don't go to the Gucci store, it's okay for Floyd to go to the Gucci store because they're gonna say he got more money than the average people. They ain't gonna
Right,
hold him to the principle. When
right.
when he don't send nothing to Flint, Michigan, but then send the Jews a whole airplane full of stuff. Y'all don't like to talk about this man's character and stuff like that.
That was crazy.
Oh,
What happened
Eric,
to him?
put me backstage when I'm teaching.
Hold on, my man. What you was saying? Some bullshit, probably.
No,
That's
I'm
what.
Hey,
not
hey,
saying no bullshit.
Go
I'm
no,
ahead.
telling
time
you,
out.
I'm
Hey,
sure.
time out. Hey, let me get this to Mike. Let me get this to Mike because I
Uh,
know he didn't just do that on purpose,
no, God, I didn't.
but it was on accident, right?
Yeah,
So, Mike, you remember, hey, when he keep crashing
yeah.
every time he say something?
Yeah, Eric did that. Eric did it on purpose.
Oh God, I
Cause
couldn't hear nothing y'all say. But I
Eric,
know the
listen,
wave
listen,
you on
listen,
right
Oh,
listen,
now is
shit.
listen, listen, listen,
bullshit, bro. I
listen.
know.
Eric, you don't want to tell the truth about Floyd Mayweather.
I'm gonna tell the truth about him, and that shit, that narrative that you push.
Eric, and this is another person you won't tell the truth about, Shakur Stevenson.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely telling the truth about Core, Killer Core. Hey man, it's very seldom I've been wrong on this basketball because I had the Wolves taking the Thunder, beating the Thunder. I've been wrong on this NBA shit, but not that boxing.
You've
Not
been
when
wrong every turn.
your
You've been
guy is
wrong.
Tank. Remember that?
No. I'm taking Tank if he fights Shakur.
Yeah. You dead on that.
No, I ain't.
For
Pillow
one,
hands ain't gonna do that.
and look at this. Look at the nerve of this guy. That's who's ducking. That's the duck right there.
He a duck too. I told you that
Yeah,
he was a duck.
god damn.
Hey,
Oh
Who?
hey, Lamar, you like how I meant that when Tank was a duck when I seen that he wouldn't fight? I told Eric on one of our
Yeah,
streams. I said you right about Tank. Tank been ducking.
yeah.
Okay, Mike. Let me just say this about
No, no,
right
no,
quick.
no. Hold on. So people don't miss the point. When it's somebody I like or what's that? I say, yeah, Eric, you right. Tank's been ducking. Nigga, you ain't said shit about Floyd Mayweather
Because
been
he
ducking.
didn't duck the guys you trying to
He
say he
did
ducked.
duck.
No,
He
no.
ducked. He ducked.
He
He ducked.
ducked him. Y'all acting like he had a physical advantage over the
If
man.
if I'm
He's
not
just better
mistaken,
than him. He's
if
just
I'm not,
greater. He's just greater. Pacquiao is an all-time great. He's just greater than Pacquiao. Period. And he
hey,
proved it.
if I'm not mistaken,
Floyd
uh,
Mayweather ain't better than me. I'll fight you
Oh,
right now.
that's when ducking came into boxing
Floyd was trying to
with that.
dictate terms. He was trying to dictate terms of the fight a little too much, but that was the only one he was having a real problem with. All them other fights was getting made. The Pacquiao fight was the only problem they was having because he respected him. He give him his credit, but you're not about to cheat me, bro. We see what you're not about to juice. Man, these niggas in the boxing world, we know who juicing and who not. They juicing
Eric, how you know he juicing?
because, bro,
No,
everybody
I
said
want to know. What methodology did you use to
because when he
say this
said,
man was
"Let's be
juicing?
fair, Mike," I'm telling you what he said. Let's be fair. Let's show the people that we clean fighters. He had an objection to it.
His only objection, and I keep telling y'all this, was the week of the fight. He's not doing that. What's the name where you dig in his bone marrow?
Uh, 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 okay, Mike. So if you want to say he put the fight off because he you can say that all you want. Floyd felt like he was juicing, but he fought him. He actually fought the man, and he was older, and he outstyled him, he outclassed him. Period. But when it comes to Shakur, you keep talking about Shakur this year. He may be boring at times and this and that, but once again, they said Floyd was boring. They said Floyd was boring. I've heard that Bud is boring before.
You ain't heard Bud was boring.
Oh God, I have. Bud Crawford got booed before.
He did because I think that was at the Benavidez fight.
No, not that one. It's an old fight. He went 12 rounds with a motherfucker. He might have been at 140. He got booed, just like Shakur got booed, just like Floyd got booed.
The problem I got with 140 and Bud, the city wasn't on that.
The city was behind him. It was behind him. But it's you got your
Barely.
supporters. You got some supporters. But he got
the
motherfuckers
city,
that hate him.
The city started coming out with Gamboa, gang.
Oh yeah. We was gone then, Mike. We was locked up. All we did was hear about that shit.
The city came. The city came when Gamboa was like. Come on.
I asked Bud this because you know the history of the city. We know Omaha, just like any other city, they hate on their own. A lot of cities do this, but Omaha is vicious for it. I asked Bud. I said,
22.
Was they fucking with you like that before you like made? He was like, oh man, they always supported me. He said even from the amateurs, he said he always had support of Omaha. So I mean, I don't see why he was, you know what I mean, why he would say that, and it ain't the truth. But you got niggas here that want him to lose too. You got niggas that can't wait to see him lose, praying that he lose.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I mean, praying that man lose so they could just feel good about themselves. Because people can't stand.
Just so they can say he lost.
Yeah, people can't stand confidence. Who the hell did you think you is? Move up and wait and fight Canelo.
And that nigga don't even say much. Like as far as arrogant,
because it ain't been done.
Like that's like he chill. A lot of the boxers they be.
Nah, Bubby.
I'll knock that nigga. That nigga. Hey, y'all know what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah. When it comes to the professional fighters that he fight, you got to really be trying to get under his skin, like Hank Lundy was, like Benavidez was. You got to be on that type of time to even get him out there like that. But other than that, he just gonna tell you, you know, it's his famous thing. We gonna see Saturday. We gonna see.
Yeah.
But they stood on Errol now. They told Errol from the jump, you ain't gonna win this, buddy.
That nigga Earl brung out Big X the plug. Like, that's crazy.
And got Big X. He ain't been fighting since. He got Big X.
This nigga had Eminem.
That's sad to see. Almost like, damn, you ain't gonna get one fight in.
Yeah. That was it for him. Big X pulled his plug, man. That's crazy.
I almost want to see him just get a fight in and win and go out in glory, man. Just had a solid welterweight career until he ran into Terrence Crawford.
No, just me listening to Marvell. You know, Marvell, he know his shit, but Marvell, he been an Errol Spence nigga, so like.
He don't know his shit then. If he thought he was
right.
He don't know his shit.
My nigga Valley, you don't know your shit. You thought Errol was gonna win that.
Yeah.
Valley know his shit.
No, not on that one. He don't.
Yeah.
Not on that one. Not on that one.
Everybody that knew boxing and fighting a little bit knew the secret that Bud and them knew. That nigga don't move his head offline. Beat his head. I whoop your head, boy.
Never didn't like duck southpaws his whole career too. Duck southpaw. That's another thing about Canelo. He don't really like fighting southpaws. That boy Lara was giving him problems. I went and watched that fight. He didn't do enough, but they said he won that fight.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back with honesty. So Bud's last fight was probably his toughest fight.
No.
What?
No.
That was a domination.
8-3, 8-4, or 9-3, however you want to score.
That was a domination.
9 rounds to 3 or 8-4 is not a tough fight.
Right. That was domination.
Yeah, so exactly. What was his toughest fight? Green Machine?
Gamboa, shit. Gamboa the one
Hell
had
no.
Gamboa had him. Gamboa almost dropped. He rocked him. He caught him with something funky, like the man legs was. It gotta be Gamboa. They asked him in an interview yesterday. They was like, "Who hit you the hardest?" Mean Machine, because I don't care what Bud say. He fell. That was a knockdown. Mean Machine caught him with a right.
I
He
think
said
it was a
he's
combination of slipping and hitting him at the right time.
yeah. He may not have been hurt, but he might have been off balance. But he said
You got knocked down.
He said Mean Machine was strong, but he said I got to say Gamboa. He the only one caught. It's not always power. It's the motherfuckers that you can't see coming. That speed kill everything.
Yeah, it's the ones you don't see that's gonna fuck you up.
And Gamboa was fast. He was fast. He had Bud. He had Bud wobbly.
So what do y'all? So y'all don't think that like Bud struggled at all in that last fight?
No, dude fought a good fight. He fought a good fight because
he didn't fight a good fight.
For him, Mike. This is why I say that. For him, because he didn't do nothing that he normally do.
Eric, so that's not fighting a good fight.
But look, he normally lunges in on some. He normally lunges in on some Sean Porter type shit. If he would have been doing that, he would have got stopped.
Eric, if you make a nigga change his whole fucking style up, and Bud dominated that fight. Y'all was so looking for the knockout that y'all didn't appreciate good boxing. Nigga, that was a fucking master class. I tell people to go back and watch this master class. He didn't even, this nigga, his last fight, the nigga didn't even fight his goddamn style.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, that's a fucking masterpiece. The nigga is used to fighting a certain way, and you make the nigga fight a whole nother fucking way. Nigga, master fucking class.
That show how much respect he had for Crawford. I told the Mexican that today because he swerving down. He lost that. I said, now you just so used to Bud knocking motherfuckers out. He didn't knock. He didn't stop his last 11 opponents before that. So because he went the distance.
Didn't Bud switch from southpaw to or orthodox to unorthodox?
No, he was pretty much southpaw for the 90% of that fight.
I'm talking about, don't he do that a lot in his fights? He switch it up, right?
Now
whatever's working.
Yeah, whatever working. He normally he come out to southpaw a lot faster now because that's what just when he go to that, he about to beat you up. That's what's been working. He come when he switch, he normally get the knockout. He came clean out on southpaw on Arrow though. He didn't waste no time. It wasn't no orthodox nothing. Southpaw.
But what's the problem with old boy switching up his style for the fight? If everybody else can do it.
Everybody else don't do that.
I say for him fighting Terrence Crawford, he fought a solid fight. For him fighting Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, for sure.
I give him some credit for not getting knocked out.
I don't give him none. I don't give him none.
He didn't get knocked out.
I don't give him no credit.
But Bud said this too about that fight. He wasn't really throwing a lot of punches. You know, because if he was hurting, but he was catching Bud with some rights, but he was never following up with no combination.
Who phone went out?
Eric. He don't put his phone on do not disturb, and he let people call him while he doing the live stream.
Yeah, y'all wanna do, man. We done turned this into boxing, man.
No, we turned it in. We turned it in because you don't like to criticize.
I just can't let you disrespect Floyd Mayweather. You say you a boxing fan. I can't let you get that off. That narrative you trying to push about Pacquiao, no, that ain't. We can't let that go.
Eric, I've been pushing the same narrative. I'm right.
I gotta run something outside. Y'all still gonna be here? Or y'all want to end the stream?
Yeah. Go ahead and end it.
All right, we'll catch y'all on the next one.
Catch y'all on the next one, guys.
Love and respect. Peace.
Love.
Yep.